Hi there, Crystal and Justin here with oursleepguide.com. Today we're going to be comparing the Tuft Needle Mint with the Nectar that we're currently sitting on. See how these mattresses stack up against each other. So let's get started.
So right out of the gate, what you're going to get with a Nectar, if you purchase it, you're going to get a 365 night sleep trial. You're also going to be able to get a forever warranty, which is pretty nice. You're also going to get free shipping right to your door, and if you don't like it, free returns.
And as far as the Tuft Needle Mint goes, you're also going to have free shipping and free returns, and you're going to have a 100-night sleep trial and a 10-year warranty.
So let's talk about the comfort of these two mattresses. So the Nectar is going to be about 11 inches thick, all foam. The Tuft Needle Mint mattress is going to be 12 inches thick. It's an all foam bed as well. So these are really good mattresses to compare for those of you out there that don't want to have a mattress with a coil system and you're looking for that all foam layered bed. The Nectar, when I was sleeping on the Nectar, what I found is it's going to have some pretty good density to it. It's probably going to be more of that luxury firm type category. Some of that memory foam does sink down, probably 3 or 4 inches. So the one concern that I would have is if you are a bigger person and you sleep on your side, you are going to go through some of those comfort layers of foam rather quickly. So you might get just a little bit of a bottoming out type feel where you start to hit that base foam. You're never going to go all the way through the mattress like some mattresses, but you will be able to hit that base foam rather quickly if you are a heavier person. So for me, being predominantly a back sleeper, I liked it. In some areas it maybe lacked a little bit in lumbar support. If you are going to be a stomach sleeper though, it's going to really work great for that. You do have just a really flat, smooth cover to this bed, so you're not going to have a lot of grooves and ridges in it. What did you think about the Tuft Needle Mint, Crystal?
Yep, I thought the Tuft Needle Mint does a really nice job of finding a really ideal balance that's a nice medium firm feel that's really accommodating to all sleeping positions. Having a combination of 2 comfort foams in the Mint really lends itself to having that nice Tuft Needle proprietary foam on top, but then having that transition foam underneath makes it much better for sleeping on your side, where it really kind of alleviates the pressure in your shoulder and your hip, as well as still maintains a nice firmness level for sleeping on your stomach as well as your back. Comparing that to the Nectar, me sleeping on my side on the Nectar, I did notice that the foam in this mattress, even though it kind of sinks in, it's a little bit more of a dense foam that kind of left a little bit of numbness in my shoulder and my hip just because it doesn't alleviate that pressure quite as well. So when it came to comfort, I actually found myself finding the Tuft Needle Mint to be a little bit more accommodating, kind of more well-rounded in that aspect. Now, as far as motion transfer goes, both of these mattresses are going to be all foam. So anytime you have an all foam mattress, motion transfer is pretty much going to be pretty much nothing you're going to have to really worry about.
Yeah. I mean, both of these mattresses are going to perform really well with motion transfer. One's 12 inches thick, one's 11 inches thick. You could maybe say, oh, the one that's an inch thicker is going to do a little bit better, but honestly, when we slept on these beds, we didn't notice any difference between them.
Now, one thing I will say is sleeping cool between these two mattresses, I did notice a difference. The Tuft Needle Mint mattress doesn't use any dense memory foams like the Nectar mattress does, so it doesn't retain quite as much heat. It's a little bit more of a open cell foam that it's still more of a medium firm feel that you don't sink into quite as much. So it also kind of just helps you ride up on top a little bit more instead of sinking in too much. And another thing is it happens to be infused with carbon to help pull heat away as well. So that's kind of a cool aspect of that mattress. So I'm not really the warm sleeper, but Justin is. So how did you think these mattresses did?
Both of these mattresses aren't going to be the world's greatest for keeping your body temperature down. I would say that they're going to keep your body, temperature neutral in a way. Obviously, if you're looking for the best, you're going to want something with coils in it, probably something that's going to be firmer then it might not be as comfortable. But if you want to have an all-foam mattress, talking specifically about both of these mattresses, the Tuft Needle Mint, like Crystal had said, is going to have more of an open cell type of foam that's in it, so it's not going to hold or trap in that heat quite as much. where the Nectar mattress is going to have some of that memory foam feel that runs right up on the very top of it. So that in theory is going to hold in a little bit more of that heat, but you know, both beds are pretty good beds for it.
So when it comes to the edge support of these two mattresses, you're gonna again be looking at two all foam mattresses. One thing I will say with the Tuft Needle Mint, it actually does have reinforced perimeter foam on the base foam. So that is something that does keep it from kind of sinking down too much, especially from a sitting standpoint. I would say from a sleeping standpoint, both of these mattresses, you're gonna be able to get right up to the edge and fully use the mattress. And even for sitting, they're both gonna do pretty well. Usually with most all foam mattresses, you might feel them kind of start to sink and sway a little bit more on the edges, which is pretty typical for both of these beds. But I would have to say that with that reinforced base foam on the Tuft Needle Mint, that it does kind of make a difference in helping feel like the bed's just a little bit more stable on those edges. So if you are looking for something that is all foam that's gonna have a little bit better edge support, I would have to say that the Tuft Needle Mint wins that one. So if you're in the market for an all foam mattress and you're looking for a little bit of a thicker bed than the average 10-inch mattress, both the Nectar and the Tuft Needle Mint are gonna be great options for you. Again, for what you're getting, both of them are gonna come in at a good price point. You are getting some nice upgrades when it comes to the Tuft Needle Mint, especially at that price point. And definitely make sure you go back over to oursleepguide.com because we do actually have coupons for that as well to make that price point even a little bit lower, to make it even more affordable. Otherwise, definitely give us a thumbs up if you found this review helpful. Subscribe to our channel for future reviews too. And make sure that if you have questions or comments to leave them below and we'll get back to you as soon as we can. So from oursleepguide.com, Crystal and Justin, happy sleeping and we'll see you next time.